Hello and welcome to Off the Tracks, your number one podcast right here on YouTube. Everything related to theme parks. It is episode number 11 and it is the 14th of February 2020.
Oh yeah.
That's right, it's Valentine's. Mwah! Across the table from me, we do have the one, the only, Lewis.
Hello, everybody.
How are you, my man? You're right.
I'm actually doing really well. Today's been alright. Obviously, thank you for coming back to the podcast.
That's right. Now, unfortunately, last week there was no Off the Tracks due to me being ill.
Well, at least you're better now.
I'm better. I said I'm not 100%. I'm about 70%. I don't know what it was. It just hit me for 6. So once again, I do apologise. However, there is another video out called Before You Buy Your Merlin Pass, hints and tips on everything about the Merlin Pass. Make sure you check that out. It's had much love. It's had over 2,000 views
Already?
So incredible. Thank you so much once again. Enough about that. We're here, Off the Tracks podcast, theme parks.
Oh yeah.
What is our subjects today?
So our first subject is then Smiler.
Subject is Smiler, that's right. Opened in 2013, cost a whopping £18 million.
That is a lot of money to spend.
I love the Smiler. Love it that much that I bought some merch.
Sadly, I haven't yet, but I will.
Yeah, and I got a t-shirt. I thought I bought you a Smiler t-shirt.
You might have, I'm not sure though.
Did you just grow out of it? I don't know. Yeah, the Smiler, the first 14 looper in the world. Still, to this day, nothing has got that many inverts.
Really?
To this day, yes.
Even though it's like 6-7 years old, it's still...
Yeah, can you believe it? It's still going strong with a whopping 50-something miles an hour. Is it 50? Yeah, 52 miles per hour it goes.
Fast. That's like almost catching up to Rita.
It is. And your thoughts? Do you like the Smiler? Is it an okay ride? Is it a good ride? Poor ride?
I don't like it. I love it.
You love it?
It's amazing. It's probably the best ride at Alton Towers,
100%.
in my opinion.
100%.
I know some people think that Wicker Man is the best, but nah, Smiler is definitely the best. I mean, the theming could improve.
Yeah, we were just discussing the fact the there's no theming at all in the queue line. Well, the outside queue line, that is. Even in the station.
No, yeah, because when you get into it, you can see all the coasters. It kind of just opens the gate. The lights obviously flash, which is alright.
Join us.
But apart from that, in the station, there's really not a lot to it.
No, that's the only downfall about the Smiler. And to be fair, I think it does it need it? Itself, looking at it as presence, it looks intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't think people would really care about the actual theme in itself. I'm a theming person. I love my theming in rides. From the minute you walk through the entrance of your queue line to the minute you exit the queue line.
I love everything.
That doesn't have it, unfortunately.
I know, it's a bit disappointing, but...
There is some theming in the queue line, but it's near as you're getting, ready to board. You've got like an indoor bit.
Oh, yeah.
And you've got like I think it's like 3D projector mapping on the walls and this and that. I'm a bit confused on what is the theming.
Do they warn people about people who have epilepsy?
Epilepsy, yeah.
Epilepsy, because when you get into like the indoor area, it does flash quite a lot.
It does. Incredibly flash, yeah.
And I don't know if they warn people about
it. The soundtrack, I love the soundtrack.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a good sound. It's that whole eeriness, that scariness. Like, I don't know, it's really good and... But then the ride itself, though, I'm not going to lie to you, it's brilliant. I love it. I love rides that last more than, a sneeze. Do you know what I mean? It's you go around it and you think, wow, that was intense. And then it says halfway as you are heading towards the halfway.
That's it. You think it's near the end. Like, you think, it's already been like over a minute. I bet it's like 10 seconds. And then it says you're only halfway. You're like pumping back up to it. I'm like, let's go.
I love it. I really do. I must admit, you went on it for the first time a few years ago.
Oh, God.
What was you like? Was you all right?
No. I was freaking out. I was crying. The second it went over, I'm like, Dad, I can't do this anymore. I'm freaking out. I don't want to do it. Even the person asked, is he all right? And you're like, yeah, he's fine. Yeah. And I was like, no, I'm not fine.
I know the host was like, is he going to be all right? I'm like, just close the harness and send it now before he changes his mind. Go, go, go.
And then I'm pretty sure I was just closing my eyes, like clenching it, and then obviously when it went back up, I was like, oh. And then I put my hands up for the rest of it.
When you hit the halfway point and you had your hands up in the air. And I think that's what it is. I think I would advise people, if you're looking at it and go, that looks really intimidating, get a fast pass. Just get a fast pass for it, because I think it's half the time it's queuing.
Yeah.
And looking at it for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, just going.
And then you start freaking out, and you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then
exactly. And as you get a fast pass, you skip all that. You don't see it. You literally on the outside, you see bits of it, and then you go straight indoors, and then you go up the stairs into the station.
Now with theming, like obviously going for the entrance, people usually don't use fast track because there's not really theming on the fast tracks. Because you kind of just walk through it.
Yeah.
So that's usually why we don't buy it for that. But with Smiler, there's like no theming, so you might as well use fast track. Yeah,
you're not missing out at all. I know some people's experiences when they go on the rides, like I said earlier on, you want that full experience. I know when we went to, I know I'm going off the tracks here, literally. When we went to Florida, their themings and their queue lines were incredible.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You know, and you didn't want fast passes because you knew that you would miss out certain themings. I know when we did King Kong and you had that woman.
Oh.
And if you had the fast passes, you didn't see that woman.
Yeah, I know it's with the Transformers as well. There was so much theming to it, but when you have fast tracks, you kind of just skip through it all.
See, with Alton Towers, though, there isn't much theming.
No, not.
In my opinion, in a lot of the rides. I'm just trying to think now what has got good theming.
I know Hex.
I think that Hex is the only one I can think of. In a queue line where you literally are walking, you got that cattle pen still, but you got TVs telling you the story about it.
Probably the best theming in the park.
100%. I love Hex. But that's for another time. But Smiler itself, like I said, it's got 14 loops. Now, unfortunately, it did have an incident. We're not going to get too much into it. It was just a freak of nature, not nature, but it's just unfortunate
things
circumstances.
Things were just going wrong, and it just happened.
I know.
It was. I bet it was a scary time for people when all of a sudden that happened, and then Alton Towers. I assume it went down in popularity quite.
Oh
fast.
Not many people went. It did take a massive battering on guests visiting Alton Towers. It didn't do great at all.
But I do actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
Obviously because it reopened. Did you go on it straight away, or did you just wait?
It's the perfect time to do it, if you want my opinion, because it's got an eye on it. Everything. It's got a sore eye looking at this ride, saying it's not going to do it again because we fixed it.
I probably would have let it for a month just in case it all of a sudden breaks down again.
With anything what breaks or crashes or anything like that, you go straight back onto it because that is the safest time, believe it or not, to go onto it. Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. No, lightning doesn't strike twice. Touch wood. But it's a shame. However, though, I'm just so happy that Alton Towers has gained its popularity again.
Yes, and I'm glad they opened it again, because otherwise I probably would have never went on the Smiler, and I don't think I would have ever went on an intense coaster.
Well, to be fair, mate, it cost £18 million. That's a lot of money just to throw down and say, right, let's close it and get another ride in there.
But I bet that ride made people want to go on coasters a lot more.
I think it did, and to this day, I think it now is. You kind of more fearful to the certain bit where it did happen.
I don't really know where it is because there's so many loops. You kind of get
lost in where you are. I know where it was. It was in a pretzel loop bit. But now to this day, I still, when we hit it, I'm kind of think, please don't stop. Please don't stop. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going.
And it does. And you're like, yeah, right, hands back up again.
And it is now smoothness. I think last year, me, Laura, Stuart, when we went on the fireworks, we all spoke about it. How smooth.
Yeah, I think it's got a lot smoother because the first time I went on it, it was quite rough.
It was really rough.
Yeah, I know every loop you banged your head, but now there's only one part where you bang your head. It's like third to the last loop.
I think it's in a corkscrew bit.
Yeah.
It can get quite rough if you're at the back. But it's a good ride. I absolutely love it. It did replace Black Hole, which also was a good ride back.
I don't think I ever went on it.
No, you weren't even born. I had some fantastic memories and thoughts of the Black Hole. However, though, I was thinking, wouldn't it be awesome if if the Smiler was covered up in the Black Hole tent?
Yeah, like kind of like X or The Walking Dead now.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Even if they weren't be able to do it, I wish they did it with the entrance.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's not that much theming to it, but I wish they obviously got rid of the strobe lights, which flicked, and added more illusions to it and just more things to it to make it.
I think it's very I say that, but it's more fencing. It's more like, you know, it's.
That's it. The coaster's like right above.
Oh
you.
yeah, I mean, talk about interacting with the crowd, with the queue, with the ride itself. Oh yeah, if you're doing off shots and you want to take some photos of
brilliant time for that.
It's brilliant for it. But I did notice as well when it rains. My God, does that queue line pick up some puddles? Don't you remember when we went and there was puddles everywhere? And I'm not talking like
tiny puddles.
I'm talking like rivers.
Yeah, you literally had to like step through
over, jump over and stuff. I remember
it was fun.
What on earth? If I've got any footage or anything like that, I'll put it on the screen now. But yeah, that was mad.
It was quite fun though, because I remember splashing people.
Oh, mate, I tell you now. It does make me laugh though when you have, because they have that same problem on Tidal Wave at Thorpe Park.
I have no idea.
Have big giant puddles and people are dodging them, and I'm thinking,
what's the point?
You're about to go on one of the wettest rides in the UK, and you're bothered about getting your shoes wet. I
think your shoes are gonna get wet anyway.
It's bizarre. Crazy it is.
No
but
idea
The Smiler, would you give it a thumbs up or would you give it a thumbs down, and what would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it an 8 out of 10 and 100% a thumbs up because it's incredible. Even if it does look quite intimidating, 100% go on it, even if you are scared, because I bet afterwards, guys, you will love it.
That's right, you listen to the man. I'll definitely give it a thumbs up. In fact, I'm going to give it a double thumbs up. And I definitely would give it 8 out of 10. I would have gave it 9 or 10 maybe if it had decent theming all around the park, because it is brilliant. People all around the world come and visit the Smiler. People think it's Nemesis, but it's actually the Smiler. People always argue what's better. Is it the Smiler? Is it Wicker Man?
I think it's
Or is
Smiler.
it Nemesis? Smiler, 100%. I absolutely...
Everyone says Nemesis is the most intense, but I would say Smiler's more intense.
Would you say it's more intense, would you?
Yeah.
But our mission is to get Mother on the Smiler this season.
I think she will. I definitely think she will go on it this season.
Because
even Laura's not a big fan, but she went on it. She loved it.
I know she did.
And I bet Mum would do exactly the same.
But yes, that's our...
Let's hope.
That's fingers crossed. What's our next subject?
So our next subject is none other than 13.
13. Oh.
It's not the
Can we
best.
just skip 13? I don't like 13. 13's awful. You know, it opened in 2010.
It cost a stupid amount for such a small ride.
How much did it cost?
It cost like 15 million or something.
15 million?
I know, it's so
What
stupid.
on earth?
It's way too much just for quite a small ride. I mean, I assume most of it went to the drop where the coasty tire goes down. But the rest of it, that looked like it probably cost like 3 million at most.
15 million? What's on
much.
earth? That's ridiculous. Do you know Nemesis cost 10 million?
It cost less than 13. What? How?
I don't get 13. I think it's awful. You should have just kept with the corkscrew, because that's obviously what it replaced the corkscrew.
Yeah.
Was it corkscrew or was it Rita?
I think it was corkscrew.
Rita. Corkscrew Rita. Well, anyway. Yeah, it's 15 million, like you said.
It's not.
Opened in 2010, has zero inverts.
There are two bits I like to it. I like when the entire coaster just drops. I do like that because I know Banana Ride like
that
it.
That there is the first ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never knew that. And I also like the first ever drop because it's really steep and I really like it.
It is. And it is a 1.2, which is good for kids, for families and stuff. However, it does pick up a huge queues.
Oh yeah, like it's up to like hours, like Wicker Man. I don't understand how.
I would not queue for more than 10 minutes for 13.
Really?
Yeah, I would never queue up for more than 10
I'd
minutes.
say 20 minutes.
No, I can't. I don't like it. I think it's got zero theming.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's missed an awesome opportunity here.
Saying it had a lot of money towards it, they've spent it on like
I don't know what on. I need to Google.
Yeah.
What exactly have you spent 15 million pounds on this ride?
I think the reason it gets such big queues is because it's part of the Big Six, or is it 7 now because of Wicker Man?
I don't know.
Because I know it's the T and Strong, because I know it's got Smiler, 13, Rita, Oblivion, Nemesis and Galactica, I think. And I assume that's the reason why, but I have no idea why it's 1.2.
1.2, I think they needed a junior coaster.
I think
they were obviously they just built the Smiler.
I think they should build a 1.3 coaster, if I'm honest.
Yeah, we discussed this. there's a we're just going off the tracks here.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a thing going on here where you've got your 1.2 rides, which is great for your families, and then you've got your teen boppers and your adults, which is 1.4. However, though,
there's no
in the middle.
Like Rush, like that's a good coaster for 1.3 because it's not too intense for 1.4, but it's not too kiddie-ish for 1.2.
Yeah.
So it's perfect for 1.3.
Yeah.
But they just seem to not add any 1.3 coaster, and I don't know why.
Is there actually a 1.3 ride at Alton Towers? I don't think there is.
No, because CBBS.
I wonder why that is.
I have no idea. Do they think something's too intense or too kiddie-ish? Is that how they kind of...
There's no middle ground. You know what? You're right. There is no middle ground. And we have chatted about this, and it said you need a 1 point... And when they said that they were introducing a new ride at Alton Towers, I was a bit like, yeah, get in. And then they announced it in Cloud Cuckoo Land. David Williams. I was like, what is this? And it's like, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not looking forward to it. One bit, I'm not getting excited.
I watched a video, like kind of like the structure, and it does not look good.
All it is a figure of 8, and it's a dark ride.
Yeah.
I'm going to be blatantly honest, I'm not looking forward to it at all. I think...
Liam's 8.
What's it, Gangster? I think it's Gangster Grandma. I think...
Gangster Granny.
Granny or something like that. I'll go on it. Don't get me wrong, because I'm not going to judge it.
I think it's more based like Liam's age to Isabella's
I think it's younger
age.
than Liam's age, because for starters, look where it is. It's in Cloud Cuckoo Land, which is the kids' area, where you got the kiddies.
Proper kiddie land, like CBeebies landish.
I do think they should have more kiddie stuff, family stuff, because yes, it's all good and well having your CBeebies, but that's quite childish, like your 2 or 3 year olds, even 4. So
And
when you hit your 5 and 6 and 7s, they're not quite where 13 and Spinball Winners are, so they need something.
I assume that's why they're implementing it. So, just for a bit, like a tiny bit older than people who go and see BBs and watch it and all.
But there's no theming in 13, believe it or not. I just can't.
No.
Yeah, you got the queue line where you go through the woods, but I'm not being funny, but that's just like a cheap knockoff because it already is in the woods.
There's like a song that goes on, but it's not nice. It's just crunchy noises and meh.
If you go down to the woods today, nah, mate, it's not my. And I don't get what's with the big electric.
I've heard they cancelled it.
What's it called? The big metal.
No idea. I heard because last time I went on it, and I think the time before, the electrics just wouldn't work.
What is that about?
I have no idea.
If you know what the electric thing is for, what is the whole point of it being there?
Put it in the comments below.
Put it in the comments below because I don't know what it is.
I have no idea what it is either.
It's confusing.
It's just kind of like, you know what, this looks quite basic. Let's just add an electric thing in the middle of a cage, how it is. Fits the theme.
I don't get what.
I don't know what it is either.
Oh my god.
I'm so confused.
That's what cost. In fact, that cost £14 million. That electric thing, and the whole ride cost £1 million.
Really?
No.
Oh.
That's what that electric is. That's what it spent its money on. Is that electric?
I like how it whispers 1 to 13, and obviously the electric goes off. But I don't think it works anymore. So it kind of just keeps repeating it. There's no point in it.
It's not a good ride. It gets massive queues. I won't queue for more than 10 minutes for it all. The drop, like you said, it's good. They've got that brilliant element as it drops. I think it's linked with Hex.
I think so too, if I'm honest.
Because of the whole witch.
I know the witch is in it.
Yeah, the witch is in it when she points
for like
to
a
you.
split second.
And then it drops. My dad went on it. He enjoyed it. It was good. I think it's. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to slam it down and say, don't go on it. Go on it if it's got a short queue. Don't queue up for an hour. For God's sake, please don't do that because you just waste your day.
Sometimes they lie and they say like it's half an hour, but it's a lot longer than half an hour. It usually is an hour long.
Nah, if it's got a big queue for more than 10 minutes, I usually skip it. To be fair, would you give 13 a thumbs up, thumbs down, and what would you give it out of 10?
I'd say I give it a 5.5.
God, you're generous.
Because I do like the drop and I like the steep bit.
Yeah.
But apart from that, everything's terrible. And I think I'll give it a thumbs down.
You're giving it a thumbs down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. I think it's one of the worst rides there.
Still go on it though, because it's all right.
And I would give it a 3.
Really?
I'll give it a 3 out of 10.
That's really low.
Yeah.
Damn.
The reason why I'm giving it a 3 is because I think Alton Towers needed a junior coaster, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
However, though, I think they missed the trick here with the whole theming. I think they could have done so much more round the forest.
Yeah, I wish they added a lot more
on as you go down to the woods today.
But I was like, yeah, they could add like broken trucks or just
I think they
something.
have got a Jeep, but it's so in the distance, and it looks like an old.
And they have so many vending machines everywhere in the queue.
I think I just think that's what it is anyway. But now they also got rid of the merch. They used to have a merch shop.
Oh yeah.
You used to go through it,
but you don't anymore.
After that's gone now. But overall, yeah, even Alton Towers think, yeah, this is pants.
Yeah.
Okay, there are our subjects. Now it's time for
question time.
Okay, this is question time. This is when you send in your questions to me and Lewis, and then we'll answer them as honest as we can. We've had quite a lot, actually, in the past couple of weeks. We've had a few.
After posting that second post,
I've got
about the questions,
mate. We've had a lot more questions. So, Lewis, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
This is from Matt Henty. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And he says, would you ever go back to working at a theme park, especially Alton Towers? Number 1 Nemi host.
Number 1 Nemi host. 100% I'd go back to Alton Towers. I absolutely loved working at Alton Towers. It was good. It was good fun. It's just so far away. If I was living quite close, I would. I would go back there.
I'm not surprised, if I'm honest.
I would operate Nemesis again. I know Nemesis inside and out. I know how it works. The staff were brilliant.
Do some of your friends still work at Nemesis, or just around that area?
No, in fact, there's quite a few. There's about 4 or 5 who I still know, who are friends with on Facebook. But I've met some other friends as now who work on Wickerman.
Oh yeah.
And the Smilers, there's quite a few people. So hello all, if you are watching. But yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Matt.
thank you.
Brilliant. At the end of the day, I loved Alton Towers, and if you get a chance to work there because it is a brilliant laugh.
I'm not surprised about
it's
that.
Good. It's good fun. If they had a minibus, what took me there, I would do that.
Oh yeah.
Definitely go there.
Because you can say your friends like, do you want to go on the minibus with me, and you just have a laugh while heading there.
Oh, and we did. We had such a laugh. Yeah. I think. Just do it. Just if you're gonna. I think they're actually applying now. Actually, because I got an email. So yeah, if you do get a chance to work at Alton Towers, do it because. Oh mate, it was amazing. I even did winter season as well when you have to. I painted the whole of Jewel, the fencing of Jewel, and the windows inside.
That must have been good.
Oh mate, it was cold.
I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna lie, it was cold. Definitely was. So thank you, Matt, for your questions. I would go back to Alton Towers and operate Nemesis and still continue my number 1 reign. Okay, this actually is also from Matt. Matt Brentnell, I think it is. I do apologise if I get your surname wrong. He asks, what is the best ride in the Merlin group?
So is that like Alton Towers,
Thorpe Park, yeah, Chessington.
I'll say Saw.
Straight away, we're going. All right, okay, we're going straight away.
I'm going Saw because it's like Smiler, but there's obviously a lot more theming to it. Because I assume they focus more on the theme than the actual ride, and I just find it amazing. I love the drop where it kind of curves in and out. I love that bit
into the Saw bits, yeah.
And they do focus a lot on Saw, like the movie,
good.
And there's loads of hints to it, and it's just an incredible ride.
Oh yeah, so yours is Saw.
Yeah, mine would be Saw.
My favourite ride in the Merlin group.
Hard because there's a lot of rides throughout all the theme parks.
I'm trying to think. Right, we've got Alton Towers clearly. We've got Thorpe Park.
There's
Chessington World of Adventure. I'd say the River Rapids Alton Towers. No, I wouldn't.
Oh my god!
I don't know. I would probably say Saw. It's a toss up between Saw and Smiler.
Yeah, because they're kind of like exactly the same. Like, there's a lot of loops in both of them. At the beginning's exactly the same, where it has this nice little loop which proper gets your stomach.
I just wish that Saw was a bit longer. I would say Saw just in the Merlin groups. I would say is the best ride.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Matt, for your question. Thank you, Matt, for the other question.
Thank you.
Don't forget, like I said before, make sure you do check out our other videos. Also check out our new latest one where we discussed everything Merlin Pass
Also, check us out on Spotify because we are now on Spotify now.
Yes, we are now on Spotify and also Audio
yes.
Boom as well. So I'll leave a link in the description below this video.
Also, I have one thing last to say. I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone because I think we got a play button.
We did get a play button. We got a 5,000 subscribe play button. Now you do have to apply for that.
I didn't know you could get a 5,000.
I was chuffed to bits. I'm so happy. But well, thank you, Lewis, once again. We do have a special guest next week coming on called Harriet. She's going to be talking everything about PortAventura, also Alton Towers and other theme parks experience, what she's had. So I'm looking forward to chatting to Harriet. Also, don't watch out for a vlog going out with Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We are there this Sunday.
Ooh.
Can't wait to get on a ride, get on Icon. In fact, Liam
can go on all of them
now. So we're looking forward to that. So make sure you check out the vlog for that. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
And I'm so
glad all the
glad
theme parks are all coming back now.
Theme parks are coming back. We need them to come back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So don't forget to also catch us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And if you are new to this channel, do make sure you do subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified every time we upload a new video. I'm Danny.
And I'm Lewis.
Thank you so much for watching Theme Park Family. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.